Come on, Myrtle. Let's go.
All right, everybody. I am in Idaho. I am on a rail trail. I'm checking out the Weiser River Rail Trail. This is Idaho's longest rail trail. It goes for 85 miles. And I have driven to just a sweet little town called Council. And I am going to ride, I don't know, we'll see how far I get. For sure to the next trailhead, which is Fruitvale. It's been very, very hot in Idaho. I think it's been just a huge heat wave in the whole western United States. Yesterday was about 95 degrees. I think it's going to be about the same today, maybe higher. And so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to handle this trail, but it's actually quite pleasant at the moment. I've got cloud cover. It's helping a lot. In fact, I still have my little jacket on, and there's been even a few sprinkles. So this is very, very welcome, because yesterday was so hot. I don't know if I could have ridden this trail. So this trail is 85 miles long, and it goes along the Weiser River. And for the most part, it follows Highway 95. There are 9 trailheads, 58 trestles. There are lots of places to camp, and there's even 2 places to camp right on the trail. One of the places that you can camp is towards the southern end, and it's a Forest Service campground with a pit toilet, water, no electricity, really no amenities. And then the other place to camp on the trail is where I am camped, and it's Hwy campground. It's almost into the little town of Meadows, and it has, all the sites have electricity, so there's 110, 30, 50 amp service. It has water, but there is no phone service, and a lot of this area has no phone service. One of the reasons why I stopped in this little town of Council is because there is phone service, and I could find where the start of the trail is. So far, my only complaint about this trail is the lack of signs. And so I was driving along Highway 95, and there were no signs to tell me where the trailheads were. And so when I came into Council, I had phone service, and the trailhead is listed on Google Maps. It's listed very clearly, and even the trailheads are listed. So with phone service, I was able to find the trailhead easily. And this trail, in a lot of the towns, it's paved, but between the towns, it is not. And it is designed for walking, cycling, horseback riding, and in the winter, cross-country skiing. Yeah, 85 miles. And where I'm staying at the Hwy campground is the highest elevation point. It's about 4,200 feet. Yeah, see, look here. It's narrow, but plenty of room for the trike. And it seems like they've put down some gravel there, so it's a little hard to get traction. But the trail has 2,000 feet of elevation change from one end to the other. I'm staying at the highest elevation, which is 4,200 feet, and then it goes down to about 2,200 feet at the little town of Weiser. But it goes through a lot of ranch land, farmland, and also the Payette National Forest. So there are some groups in the area, in this area of Idaho, and they use this trail for wagon train. And so I think it's like a festival, and a bunch of people get in their wagon trains and they ride this trail. And I'm guessing that for the wagon trains, they gotta open these gates. They're probably to get cattle from one field to another, but it would be really fun to see the wagon trains on this trail. Oh. Yeah, beautiful horses. Yeah, hi, honey. You got a little bit scared, but I think you're okay now. Yeah, just saying hi. And your friend is sleeping. Oh, just so tuckered out. Look at you, very cute. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, you gonna sit up and say hi? Oh, very nice. Says, oh, I don't know, it's a big effort. Well, I may not be able to do this trail. This looks to me to be too narrow for the trike without lifting it up. Yep, it's too narrow, and I do not have the strength to lift my trike. Maybe I'll try and take it in another direction. Well, actually, you know what? I think there's a road on the side here. Maybe it picks up. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, I can't get through on this trail. They've got these bumpers at the access points, and it makes the access point too narrow for my trike. I think if I was with somebody else, we could just lift it through, no problem. But because I'm alone, I do not have the strength to pick up my trike, especially with the electric assist on it. And so I'm gonna just turn around here, head back, and maybe I'll try riding in the other direction and seeing what that's like. Yeah, that's too bad. I do know some people that are involved with this trail, so I'm definitely gonna let them know about this access issue, because they really don't need to have those bumpers. There's really no reason for that, so I'll definitely leave them a note or call these people I know and let them know that trikes can't get on this trail. Yeah, so this is a big lumber operation. A lot of lumber in Idaho. I saw another sawmill closer to where I'm camped in a town called Tamarack. And that's really all there is in Tamarack, is this lumber mill. And there's all kinds of stuff on this trail. So I'm almost back to Council, which is an absolutely adorable little town. I'm gonna take a spin through there. And then I'm going to try riding on the other side of Council and see if I have any better luck. Saloon. Says it's biker friendly. All right, so I have turned around and it's starting to get really hot, uncomfortably hot. And this part of the trail is ranch land, chaparral, and you know, just not all that interesting. And the trail itself, of course, it's unpaved, but it's a lot of rocks. And even though I have full suspension, it's pretty slow going. and somewhat uncomfortable. I think this would be a trail for a full suspension mountain bike, or horses would be great. Be a lovely trail for horses. And there are some spots where they've added rock, and the rock is really thick. And so I had to get off my trike and push the trike through because I did not have any traction on the rear wheel. And we all know if there's no traction, you're not going anywhere. And those places where the rock is steep, it's really important to get off your trike and not try to power through it, because you're going to break your chain if you do. I have done this. I know from, take my word for it. Let me make the mistakes you don't have to make. And also on a two-wheel bike, you know, that rock is so thick that your wheels are going to sink into it and you're probably going to slide out. It can be very, very dangerous. And so I think that's something else I'm going to mention along with that access point. I haven't seen another access point with those bumpers on the posts. Who knows, maybe that's the only one. But I think if I was going to do this trail, I would definitely want to do it with somebody else in case there are more blocked access points, so that you can have somebody to help you lift it over and back onto the trail, because I cannot do it. I'm sure a lot of people probably could lift their trike, but I don't have the strength. And then the rocks are another issue. And then the trail just isn't well marked. And so when you're on Highway 95 looking for a trailhead, you know, I just haven't seen any signs telling you where to turn off. And a lot of this area has no phone service. And so it would be really hard to find your way. I pulled into Council because there was phone service, so I could find the trailhead. But I think that there are other trailheads that have more interesting terrain, more trees, more green, more water. And so I might just try and drive a little bit further, see what it looks like. Maybe fly the drone and get some more shots. But very interesting experience out here. This is Idaho's longest rail trail, and it certainly has a lot of potential. And they need to just add a little bit so that people know it's here and know how they can access the trail. There is literature. I found a little pamphlet at the campground I'm staying at where you pay. They had a stack of Weiser River Trail pamphlets. And so I'm going to take some pictures, show you guys what it looks like in all the towns it goes through. So yeah, here we are, the Weiser River Trail.